Okay, welcome everyone. We're gonna have a speaking test today. So first of all, there's some time for you to prepare for these questions in part one.
Ôi, chủ đề Work and Study có phải là mình từng luyện rồi không ạ?
Em ơi, đây là những cái đề thi mới ra. Đề thi thì nó sẽ là đi ra lại thôi em.
Ồ,
Nó sẽ
vâng ạ.
mix mix các cái topics. Chủ đề work với study hầu như là lúc nào nó cũng ra hết. All right, let's restart. Okay, so Helen, are you ready for part one of the test?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's see. We're gonna start with the first one, public places. So, what kinds of public places that people in your hometown often visit?
My people in my hometown often visit Hồ Gươm Walking Street, which is located in Hoàng Kiếm district and near Gươm Lake. And people often go there because there's a lot of activities for people to do, especially at the weekend.
All right. Okay, so yeah, basically you answer um where is the place and what is its feature? Okay, but yeah, you can be a little bit more specific about activity, what people can actually do over there and what draw their attention. Okay. For example, they can just chit chat and they enjoy the drinks in the cool breeze and eat something. Okay. Or spend their quality time with their family around their lake, for example. Okay. Now let's start with the next questions. It's also about the topics of public places. So, what about you? What public place that you prefer going to and why?
Um, in my opinion, I often go to a public park. There is a Thanh Xuân Park near
Mm,
my home, so I often go there to take a walk or run or take exercise or do exercise in the morning.
mm. All right, good. And then you mentioned about what is the place, what activity you do over there, and when you do it. Yeah, so it's a complete answer. Okay, good. Now, the last questions for this topic is about can you think of your public places, the public places you used to be? So, has they changed over the years?
For example, Hồ Gươm Walking Street or Hoàng Kiếm Walking Street. Before there has a very huge tower named Hàm Cá Mập, but now they demolish it to build to gọi là I mean to expand the walking street and the Thanh Xuân Park, which is near my house. They rebuild it with more trees, more bench, and more path for people to walk or running.
Mhm. Okay, so yeah, that is one of the thing that change that undergo a big change, right? Okay, so that the building has been demolished and give place to other facility. Okay, and now we move to the topic about shoes. How often do you buy shoes?
I rarely buy shoes, often once a year. Whenever my shoes is old or broken, I will have to buy a new one.
Mm, all right. Okay, so talking about frequency, we have actually the different way to approach. First of all, you can say specific. For example, twice a week, tr 3 times a year. Okay, so that gives specifics, frequency. And the next one is you are not really sure how often you do it. So you can just simply say I rarely or sometimes or usually. Okay. And last but not least, you can actually say it depends. All right. For example, it depends whenever you got salary or whenever you want to give yourself something for the effort you put towards working something. Okay, so there are three ways for you. Okay, now the next question is gonna be have you ever bought shoes online? Why or why not?
Well, recently I just buy the my new heels online, but I prefer to buy offline at the retail because I can try it on and then decide whether it will fit. feed my food or not.
All right. Okay. So when you mention about buying shoe online, you can say that you actually like or don't like it, don't like the idea at all, and you have to give the reason for that. For example, if you say, yeah, you love buying stuff online, you can give the benefit of online shopping. And if you don't really like it, and you give the disadvantages of it. Okay, so you can try to extend your answer longer. Okay, we move on to the topic about work and study. Okay, so do you work or are you a student?
I'm currently a senior at my university, but I'm also take a part-time jobs to get more salaries.
Hmm. All
Em
right.
không chưa biết trả lời gì thế.
Yeah, so for example, if you say that yeah, because this is actually the question is very popular in almost it's happened in almost every speaking test. So yeah, you have to have your own answer. Okay. For example, you can say that you're currently working for a blah 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 company. You have been working there for around 5 or 3 years, and your position is okay. And what else you can say that the reason why you choose the job. Well, what do you like best about a job? Okay, it's a lot of things to say. And okay, next, let's move on to one more questions for you. So, is there anything that you would like to change about your job?
Uh, well, I would like to change my positions. Like right now, my major at my university is multimedia. It's related to communications, but my recent job is about marketing, like e-commercial operator. So if I have chance in the future, I would want to be the communi communication specialist.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, thank you, Helen. We move on to Dương Đặng, okay?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna start from work and study first, okay? So, do you work or are you a student?
I'm a four-year student majoring in international trade law at the University of Law Vietnam Nation, University Hanoi. I spend most of my time studying and preparing for exam. I haven't started working yet because I want to focus on finish my degree first.
Mm-hmm. All right, good. So, is there anything about your job that you actually want to change it?
Mm, Oh, yes. Uh, I think I like my school to have a big library. My university is quite small, so we don't even have a separate library building.
Mm,
It would be great to have a quiet place to study or to research.
okay, research. Okay, so yeah, pay attention to okay. Okay, one questions to the next topic about public places. So, okay, do you think that public places are important for a community? Why?
Mm, Yes, of course. Public place give me a space to meet, talk, and relax after work or study. They also have create a friendly atmosphere in the community.
Mm. All right. Okay. Um, Talking about public places, of course, they're important because it's a place for, yeah, the community to gather and to spend quality time together. And of course, these social activities are there to promote patriotism and also to connect people from from all walks of life. And another reason why the public places is so important is that it's because it's gonna reveal somehow it's gonna represent our culture, and also it's gonna reveal our national identity through these public activities. Okay, and what else? Okay, another questions about public places. So, what public place that you prefer to go to?
Ờ, lo của em hơi bị rè, có thể hỏi lại một lần nữa không ạ?
Sure, sure, no
Vâng.
problem. Okay. What public place do you often go to and why?
I often go to the park near Bắc Giang Lake. It's peaceful and have a live view. So I like going there in the evening. It helps me relax after a long day of studying.
All right. Okay. So that is about your preference. How about people in your community? So what kind of public places that people in your town often visit?
In my hometown, Bắc Giang, people often go to parks, coffee shops, and shopping malls. On weekends, family like to visit the local lake to relax or take a walk. Um, Young people usually hang out in cafe or around the city center.
All right, sure. Okay. Uh, let's move on to topic about shoe. So what kinds of shoe do you usually wear?
I often wear ballet flats because I usually wear trousers. I like something simple and a bit feminine uh, that
You-
match my outfit. They also comfortable for walking every day.
Hmm. Okay, so I think that you should spend more time for pronunciation. Okay, the pronunciation is your weakness. Your answer is complete. It makes sense. The vocabulary is good. The grammar is good, but the pronunciation is it, it is unbearable. So try to correct it. Okay, try to practice the pronunciations.
You teacher.
Okay. Here, look at part one of the test. There's something for you to look at. If you already work, if you're already start working, then you can use a the vocabulary like pursue a career in. Okay. And what else? You can say that, for example, you pursue a career in marketing and your expertise is digital marketing, for example. So your expertise, you can use the word to talk about it. Mm. And if you're a student, you can use some of the vocabulary like academic journey. For example, you say I'm a sophomore at University of Economics in Ho Chi Minh City, and I started my academic journey last year. okay, for example, or 2 years ago. And then, yeah, I learned a lot about how to collaborate with other people in projects or group works or coursework. Okay, so things like that. You can use the word academic journey, your student, and what else? Okay, if you're working, you can use a sentence like I'm currently working as. Okay, and you have to talk about the roads that you are in. So you can use which primarily involve. Okay, so this sentence structure gonna help you to give a brief information but sufficient. Okay, and the next thing is they if you see the questions about why did you choose the job, you can actually use this question as the answer. The main reason I decided to enter this field was because. Okay, and talking about the changes, you can actually say, if I could make any change. So we're gonna use condition, okay? Conditional sentences. If I could make a change, okay, I would definitely improve. So, about the topics of shoes, we can use instead of the word shoes, you can use the word footwear. You can say some of the benefit of it. For example, you like sandals or you like trainers a lot because it's very durable and versatile. Okay, versatile mean that it can go with even suits or even it can go with formal dress like short and jeans. Okay, so that's called versatile. And what else? You can use some of the vocabulary like instead of the word buy it online, you can use the word purchases online or purchases on online platform. Okay, for the questions about how often do you buy shoe, you can use a sentence like I tend to replace my shoe every okay for every 2 years or every 2 months. So I tend to replace my shoe. That means I buy new shoe. So topic about public places, you can use some of the word like public places is important for social interaction. Okay, that people mingle with each other, like networking events, the social interaction. And also public places like park or theme park, especially theme park, gonna be a recreational space. People come for entertainment. Okay. And places like park gonna provide green spaces for the city. And it helped to improve the infrastructure. And public places are integral part of society. That's been very important. For some of the sentence patterns you can look at, you can use sentence like people in my hometown tend to gather at. For example, people in my hometown tend to gather at the square. Okay. And talking about the importance of public places, you can say, but public spaces play an essential role in fostering. Fostering means improving, okay? Nurturing. So like in fostering the patriotism, that means help people to connect. They love their community more. They love their country even more. So that is the things we can use. And okay. Talking about your own preference of public places, you can use personally. I often visit. For example, personally, I often visit the park, the nearby park, because it's helped me to work out. Okay. to recharge my energy, to be close to nature, like especially after a hardworking day. Example. Okay. Okay, here we are with the cue card for part 2 of the test. Today we're going to talk about businesses. Okay, so you have to describe a person you know who runs a family business. Okay, so family business mean that all of the family members involved in the business. For example, um, your sister will take the order. Your mom will make it. For example, you have baking business, right? So your sister take the order, your mom bake it, you're gonna drop it, and then your dad deliver. So that is called family business. The whole family involved in the cycle of a business. And then you should say that who she or he is, what the business it is, what product it sells, and what you have learned from that experience. To give you some of the idea and vocabulary, we can start looking at the vocabulary sets. For example, we have, instead of the word business, you can use the word entrepreneur. Okay. Entrepreneur over here is mean businessman or businesswoman. And instead of the word family business, you can use the word family run enterprise. Okay. And what else? You can use the word hands-on management, hands-on experience, right? Okay. Some of the thing that tell us that family business is really good is that it gonna teach the family members perseverance, resilience. Okay, perseverance means you keep on doing something, although it's really hard to do. You stick around for a really long time. Resilience means your power to go through hardship. So, okay, you don't give up even something really hard to you. So that we have the word perseverance and resilience because business is up and downs is always. Okay. So business people, they actually have a lot of money sometime and then they go bankrupt the next day. So that doing business help us to learn a lot about perseverance and resilience. And what else? You can use the connectors. Should I to begin with? Okay. So what set him or her apart is. So that means what makes him or her special. Okay. So what set him or her apart is. You can also use the connectors on top of that. Okay. Finally, ultimately. Okay. Okay. There's something for you to look at for the model answer. It's gonna be a story. You can even make up a story if you don't really know someone who run a family business. Okay, you can make up the story. Let's start the story with the person I'd like to talk about is. Okay, that's gonna be the first sentence. The person I'd like to talk about is. Okay, maybe your uncle, your aunt, your friends, your colleague. Okay, someone you know. And of course, you choose to talk about your uncle today because he runs a family business and tell exactly what kind of business it is. For example, where it's very popular with all Vietnamese is coffee shop. So you can say, yeah, he runs a family-owned coffee shop in Da Nang, Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City. So let's say how he start everything. So he started this business how long ago? Maybe a decade ago, 10 years ago, a year ago. Okay, anything is okay. Okay. To whom? Okay. With whom that he started the business. So maybe with his wife. Okay. And then now what gonna be special about the business that you want to talk about? Okay, so usually people talk about success story. So that's the reason why you can polish the story by saying that now the coffee shop has grown into one of the most well-known cafes, okay, in the area. So one of the most well-known or one of the most well-loved cafe in the neighborhood. So that made the introduction. Now come to exactly what the shop is selling. You can say that the shop is specializing in, okay, yeah, Vietnamese coffee and homemade pastry. Pastry is bakery products, okay? So we can say Vietnamese coffee or homemade pastry, yeah. Okay, and now talk about the special feature of the shop. You can say that what sets his shop apart is. Okay, first of all, talking about a shop, we're gonna mention about the environment, the atmosphere. It's nostalgic and cozy. Nostalgic mean is help you to remember really old things, remember the past. Uh, cozy is very warm, okay? I feel like homey area, a homey atmosphere. And the quality of the drinks, of course, we're talking about the atmosphere and the quality of the business. What else? A little bit more detail, you can say that, okay, the background music is just so much interesting and relaxing for you. For example, so you can talk about background music. You can talk about the decoration in the shop, okay? And what make it really special is that is create a sense of welcoming to all the customer who visits. Okay. Okay, so you introduce the business, you talked about its speciality, and now it's time for adjective. So let's say what impressed you the most. Okay, use this sentence, it's really good. What impressed me most about him? Okay, so now let's talk about personality. So yeah, his dedication to the business. Dedication, and you can use the word incredible, unbelievable. Okay, dedication. That means he worked really hard for the shop. So how to illustrate he's really dedicated to his business? That means he never compromised on quality. He never accept a low quality. All of his effort, all of his effort is put on how to provide the best quality for customer. So that gonna be he never compromise on the quality. Okay, and he worked for long hours. Okay, very dedicated. What else? What can you learn from him? Okay, so you can use a sentence like that. I've learned that. Okay, try to use present perfect over here. From observing him, I've learned that. Okay, so definitely the success doesn't happen overnight. It's require resilience, honesty, yeah, unwavering commitment to the value. You stick to what you have promised to the customer. You promise a high quality, so you have to achieve it somehow. Or even though it's really hard for you, it gives you a hard time, it's never mind. You just stick to the standard that, okay, you already decide to have. Okay, so that is called unwavering. Unwavering means unshakable. Nothing can change. The commitment, the dedication, okay? And yeah, what is has touched you is that running a business is not only about profit, okay? Running a business also to show your passions and to serve the community with heart. Okay, that is how it look like. You are, so you have some time to think of your own story. Okay. Then I open the double screen for you so you can have a look at it. Okay, the cue card is on the left. The answer, sample answer is on the on the right. So you can, yeah, use some of the sentence structure to guide you through telling the whole successful story. Okay, part two. Okay, to see the sample answer, we can. All right, and your preparation time start now. Ok, em ơi, không biết ai cho nên cô mới có sample answer. Ở đây cho em dựa vào sample answer cô chuẩn bị sẵn để nói nha, no problem. Ok, đó là lý do vì sao có gợi ý ha. Thì tại vì luyện thi mà. Nếu như các bạn có thể dựa trên những câu chuyện này các bạn tạo nên câu chuyện của mình thì tốt. Còn không thì các bạn dùng luôn cái model answer. Và khi mình dùng model answer thì một lát nữa mình nói á, mình sẽ bây giờ mình chuẩn bị thì mình phải take note lại. Tại vì một lát nữa tới lúc nói thì cô sẽ che cái sample answer lại ha. Ok. No problem. Đề này không có khó, chỉ là lạ thôi em. Và đề này nó mới ra hồi tháng 8. Mình là tháng 10, nó mới ra cách đây 2 tháng. Ok. Alright, như vậy thì qua cái luyện thi nó sẽ có một cái gọi là một cái kinh nghiệm cho mình. Có nghĩa là khi gặp mình luyện thi có nghĩa là gì? Là khi mình gặp đề nào mình cũng phải suy nghĩ và tìm cách để làm cái đề đó và mình không được nói không. Tại vì khi mình đi thi thì không biết ra đề nào, đúng không các bạn? Cho nên là mình phải chuẩn bị trong cái quá trình mà luyện thi. Đó là cái quá trình bạn phải bất chấp, có nghĩa là đề gì ra bạn cũng phải tìm cách bạn làm cho được. Và trong quá trình luyện thi đó là lý do vì sao mình có cái references, có cái câu sample answer để mà mình nhìn nó mình luyện luôn. Chứ còn mà đợi mình về nhà suy nghĩ ra câu chuyện rồi nữa vân vân thì nó rất mất thời gian. Đó, cho nên đề nào mà là mới lạ với mình thì các bạn cứ make up story thôi. À, có nghĩa là ở đây á, người examiner không có trông đợi mình ngồi chuyện trò với họ và cũng không có đi kiểm chứng là câu chuyện của các bạn có sự thật hay không. Examiner là những cái linguistic, những cái nhà ngôn ngữ và họ chỉ trông đợi các bạn đưa những cái topic related vocabulary. Ví dụ như đề này các bạn sẽ thấy nó về chủ đề business thì làm sao các bạn phải đưa những cái từ vựng của chủ đề business vào, đưa từ đồng nghĩa của chữ businessman, ít nhất là nói business là phải biết cái business, cái từ businessman, businesswoman, đúng không nè? Rồi biết các cái chức năng của business. Ok. Và người ta cũng trông đợi mình đưa các cái cấu trúc ngữ pháp theo ban điểm vào cho người ta và mình tạo nên một cái câu chuyện, chứ người ta cũng không quá quan tâm đến việc là nội dung câu chuyện như thế nào, miễn là nó đừng có quá là vô lý, không có hợp lý thôi ha. Cho nên thì cái đề này mới đối với mình, đó là cơ hội để cho mình học đó các bạn. Chứ còn mình luyện thi mà mình vô mình gặp đề mình đã làm rồi thì nó không có giúp cho mình học được cái gì mới hết. Ừ. Rồi cho nên chịu khó nha, chuẩn bị đi. Okay. Helen, are you ready to go first?
Yes.
All right. Okay, we're gonna have 2 minutes for you to present your idea. Okay. Now you're ready, so let's start, okay? 1, 2, 3, let's go.
The person I would like to talk about is my aunt,
Mm,
Miss Lam, who is a real entrepreneur.
mm,
She runs a family run enterprise, which is a small Vietnamese restaurant that my grandmother has opened over 20 years ago.
mm,
The, bin, the business is called Phở Hương Quê, which means countryside phở. It sells traditional Vietnamese dishes, especially pho, the famous beef noodle soup with thin rice noodle, fresh herbs, lime, and rich broth cooked for hours. They also serve other dishes such as bún uh, or mì, and there are another famous dish which is bún bò Huế, a spicy version with thicker noodles, lemongrass, and pork. Customer love it because the taste is always fresh and authentic. So they have strong customer loyalties and consistency. To begin with, my aunt is very hands on. She wakes up at 4 a.m. every morning to prepare the broth herself. What sets her apart is her perseverance. 2 years ago, a big fast food chain opened next door, but she didn't change her recipes or lower the quality. She just worked harder. Besides that, she follows strong ethics. She only uses fresh meat and vegetable from local farmers. On top of that, she supports the community by teaching young people how to cook traditional food for free. That's why her community reputation is excellent.
mm,
From observing her, I've learned resilience. Ultimately, my family business survived through passion, honesty, and keeping traditions alive, not just making money.
mm. Okay. It's a well-rounded answer. It has an order from the beginning of the story to the end, and yeah, it's interesting to listen to. Okay, good job, Helen. But somehow you have to speak a little bit faster, okay? So that you
Right.
can,
Because
yeah.
this is a story I made up, so
Yeah.
I struggling with remember the
Mm,
detail.
okay. Got it? Okay. Because in the real test, after 2 minutes done, then the examiner will actually stop you. So it's gonna affect your mood for the last part of the speaking. Yeah. Okay. And it's good that you learn how to make up story today. Okay, now Dương Đặng, how about you? Are you ready to talk?
Yes, I am.
Mm.
Em lấy bài của cô ạ. Cô có thể chê nó đi.
Okay, good. No problem. Okay. Yeah.
Ừ.
Okay. Now we're gonna have 2 minutes. Let's see how you manage to go through it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Person I would like to talk about is my uncle, who runs a family-owned coffee shop in Da Nang. He started this small business about 10 years ago, and now it's become quite well known in the neighborhood. The coffee is not very big, but it's always full of regular customers because of its nice atmosphere and great service. His shop Many sell Vietnamese coffee and some homemade pastry. What makes his cafe special is the warm and cozy feeling inside. Uh, there is soft music, comfortable seats, and friendly staff, so people really enjoy spending time there. What is impressed me most about my uncle is, is his hard work and uh, vô em không biết đọc cái từ đấy.
Perseverance, is it?
Perseverance.
Mm-hmm.
He always makes sure and drink have the same good quality and level promise on standard, even when they are really busy. From watching him, I have learned that running a business is not easy. It
Mm.
takes a lot of patience, responsibility, and customer care. In the end, I think what I have learned from him is that being an entre-
En-
entrepreneur
Entrepreneur.
entrepreneur
Mm.
isn't just about earning money. It's also about building trust with customers and doing your job with patience and dedication.
Mm. All right. Okay, it's good. It's good to see that you learn how to cope with some of the unfamiliar topic. Okay, we have part 3 of the test. So you have to do it on your own, okay? So let me look at it. Here we have to talk about again family business, all right? And one of the questions gonna be what would you like to start a family business? So when they ask would you like to start, mean if you say absolutely yes, you have to say countless benefit of the family business. And if you say no or not really, you have to make a list of disadvantages of family business. Okay. And here in the questions number 2, they will ask you about why do some people choose to start their own company? Why do we need company? Okay, let me see what you think about it. And then, okay, and number 3 gonna be advantages and disadvantages of family business. Yeah. And the next one is what kind of business that you can start in your local area. Okay. And then for you, what factors would indicate the success of a family business? Oh, here, right here, how to make family business successful. Some of the questions gonna be here. Some of the answer gonna be here for you. Okay, so yeah, we can use some of the word like this is quite long entrepreneurial mindset. I'm not sure you can remember it. But yeah, you can try. So talking about if you say yes, then you can think that you have an extended family with a lot of laborers in your family which is ready to become the staff of the business. So yeah, that would be your advantage. And then family members will share the same goals or the same target, for example, and that would make your business really stand out. What else? Yeah, you can say the reason why some people start their own company. Why? Of course, they want independence, right? They don't want to work for other. Most of the company and most of the entrepreneur, they are really independent. They don't want to rely on others to make up to make their earning. And what else? It's really suit people who are really creative, hardworking. Yeah. And what else? We have disadvantages and advantages of family business. So, of course, family members, you cannot go anywhere else than the family business. So, yeah, you have a really unshakable loyalty and long-term commitment when it comes to family business. But the downside of it may be, yeah, the personal emotions sometimes take a toll. So that gonna destroy the professional environment. What else? Yeah, it depends on what area you are in. For example, if you're in urban city, it's gonna be good if you start a business like restaurant, food business, or drink business like restaurant or bakeries. And maybe if you are in some of the tourist attraction, you can start a business for tourism. And what make a family business successful? Of course, any kind of business, we need professionalism, we need flexibility or adaptability, and yeah, we need open communication. That all we have to discuss together before take any action, before decide, make a decision, right? Okay. So there's some of thing that give you some idea. And now you think for 5 minutes and we're going to start the discussion for part 3 of the test. All right. Time for part three of the test. You, Dan, can you go first? Hello, you. Are you there?
Yeah, em cô.
You can go first one time because Helen always go first. Give her some rest, please.
Yes,
It's gonna be unfair for
I will
Helen if
try.
yeah, it's gonna be unfair for her if always she go first.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Because we all have the same time to prepare.
All right.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you, Helen. You're sweet. Okay, now Yung, let's start with the first questions, okay? Would you like to start a family business?
Yes, I think I would. It would be great to work with my family and building something together. But I also make sure we set clear roles to avoid any emotion conflicts.
To avoid, not okay, to avoid any emotional conflict. Okay, so may I ask a little bit more details? Why working with family members is so good? What
Ờ,
make, yeah, that, okay, tell me benefit of it.
thôi từ em ấy đã.
Okay, then I'm gonna ask Helen.
Um,
Okay, Helen, do you have the same idea? You want to start your family business?
Personally, I don't want to start my own family business.
Okay.
Yeah, because just
Why?
like Dương đã, I don't like the personal emotion
Mm,
interfere my business.
mm, mm, mm,
And I used to work in a family business.
mm,
Specifically, in I work under my
mm,
I work in uh, my old best friend
mm,
business. Her dad is the boss,
mm,
the one who lead the company,
mm,
and I feel kind of uh, uncomfortable. Now me and my old best friend haven't seen
mm.
each other anymore. We have some conflict,
Okay.
and I've been working there for more than a years.
Mm,
I feel like and the workforce at the company are all relative of
mm,
my friends,
mm,
and
mm,
I can see some disadvantages such as the unbalance or
mm,
the maybe some discriminations. Yeah,
mm,
I have to say that,
mm,
and there's more, but I cannot tell you the details. So
mm,
um, family business is a good idea at some point, but
mm,
to for myself, I don't think I fit with the family business.
mm. Okay, I got you. Mm. And you want to start a family business. Why? What make it good? What make family business good for you?
I think uh, I think the key factors are professionalism,
Mm-hmm.
good, commu- good communication, and adaptability.
Mm,
Even though it's a family business, it should still be managed properly
mm,
with with clear roles and modern st- uh, s- modern strategy to meet.
strategy. Okay.
Cô cái từ đọc như là em
Strategy. Okay.
strategy to meet
Let me help you.
market demand.
Okay. Ah, stra, stra.
Star.
Okay.
uh,
Ta, strata.
Strata.
G,
G.
strategy.
Strategy.
Yeah, stress on the first syllable. Strategy.
Strategy.
Yeah, strategy. Okay. Mm, all right. So that means it depends on your personal experience. Okay. Yeah, you may have a problem with family business. You may have no problem with family business, but somehow the realities happens in its own way. So yeah, we cannot compare. Okay. Okay, just one more question. So let's discuss about what kind of business that you might start in your local area where you live. What kind of business would be the best? Helen?
um, I think it would be F&B, food
Mm,
and
beverage.
food, drink, beverage. Yeah, I
Mm,
mean beverage, drink, coffee shop or clothes.
mm,
They can sell clothes as
mm,
a family business, and um, in in my neighborhood, there has a lot of coffee shop, and there's a huge market where it sells um, fruits,
mm,
fruit, and most of the fruit shop are family business.
mm, I see. All right. So yeah, food business is really popular. Yeah, I must say. How about you? In your local area, in your neighborhood, that any kind of business we can start?
In my hometown, there are quite a few family-run restaurants and bakery.
Mm,
Some of them have been around for decades, and they are very successful. Their reputation mainly come from word of mouth and local customer.
mm. All right. So again, F&B, food shop, restaurant. I think this is really popular for people in Vietnam. Okay. That's why most of Vietnamese, when they go on a trip, yeah, they always search for the local restaurant to try on new dishes. Okay. Okay, so I think that is all for today. Uh, we will see each other again, but I would like to ask you whether you can just this Saturday instead of Saturday, can you come on Thursday? Usually only three of you, Hà Linh, Dương Đặng, and then one more student. So how about Thursday instead of Saturday? You have time for that?
And the other one is Hoàng Dương.
Yeah,
So you mean that we'll move the lesson from Saturday evening to
yeah.
Thursday evening, like
This week,
Thursday
yeah,
or Tuesday?
yeah. Today already is Tuesday, so
All
Thursday.
right.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm unavailable on
Mm-hmm.
Thursday evening.
All right.
I always Yes, I always have work to do
Oh.
on Thursday evening
Mm,
and Sundays evening. Yeah,
I
and
see.
the rest of the evening, uh, in the week,
Mm,
I am available. I'm free.
mm,
Uh, I can go to class.
mm.
I can join the class.
I see. Because I see some Saturday evening that you are so busy.
No, just last week
Okay.
because I have to go to mailing to
Mm,
film my short film. Just
okay.
last week.
All
And the
right.
rest I can learn. I can go to join class.
Okay, don't worry. I'm gonna give some of the option. So, possibly we can move this Saturday to another time. Okay, don't worry. I will ask all of you opinion. Okay.
Actually,
Um.
I'm busy from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. on
Mm,
Sunday,
mm,
and on Thursday
mm.
I'm busy on from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So if we have classes,
Mm.
we can move it to the earlier hours.
Oh, I see. So that's
Yes,
mean if we start around 6 or 5:30, it would be good for you, right?
yeah, that's right.
Okay. I got it. And how about you? How about this Thursday if possibly it's gonna be from 6 to 7:30?
Cô ơi, em không có ý kiến gì, lúc đấy em cũng không bận cô ạ.
Ồ, như như vậy quá tốt rồi. Như vậy mình có thể thứ năm tuần này mình có thể học từ 6 giờ đến 7 giờ rưỡi, xong rồi thì Saturday mình có thể off. Ok. Rồi, cảm ơn hai
Vâng ạ.
bạn nhiều. Ok.
So this calendar we will keep this class meeting hours like from now to till the end of the term, right? Till the end of the course.
No, no, I mean this week only.
Oh, this week, right? I
Yeah.
understand.
Okay. Thank you, Helen. Thank you. See you again on Thursday. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Bye bye, everyone. Good
Good
night.
night, teacher.